Last year, Lil Durk got locked up over allegations he set up Quando Rondo, which led to the death of Quando's cousin. Now he's behind bars, waiting for trial. But word is, someone from inside the facility just spoke out, and what they're saying gives a whole new perspective on Durk's time in lockup.
I'm feeling good, just taking a day at a time, just chilling.
So that whole just chilling vibe? Yeah, not exactly. According to recent claims, Lil Durk has been breaking all kinds of rules behind bars. In this video, we're diving into what's really been going down since Durk got locked up, and how it might make his legal situation even worse. As most of y'all know, Lil Durk was picked up by the feds in late October 2024 while in Florida, hit with some serious murder-for-hire charges. This isn't your average case. It's allegedly tied to a hit on Quando Rondo that ended up killing his cousin, Savia Robinson, aka LOL Pav, back in 2022. The indictment is stacked. Conspiracy to commit murder for hire using interstate facilities, to carry it out, resulting in death, and of course, those extra gun charges the feds love to pile on. If you've been tapped into the Chicago drill scene, you probably already see the connections. Many believe this case is tied to the fallout from King Von's murder in 2020. Von was Durk's right hand in the OTF camp and was killed in a clash with Quando Rondo's crew. Now, people in the streets think Durk's current legal mess might be revenge for Von. A web of street politics, loyalty, and payback that's landed Durk in the Metropolitan Detention Center, MDC, in Los Angeles, awaiting a trial that's now pushed to October 2025. But what's really going on with Smirk behind them walls? Some intel from jail calls that leaked in November 2024 give us a glimpse. Just weeks after getting booked, one of Durk's homies posted a jail call to IG where Durk addressed some of the rumors flying around. Most notably, he shut down the talk about being in PC, protect. This is major because in jail politics, being in PC, protective custody, can get you labeled as soft or even as a snitch. But Durk made it clear he's in Gen Pop, or general population, and according to him, he's actually getting a lot of respect from other inmates. That suggests he's still holding weight, even behind bars. Then in March 2025, another jail call surfaced, this time with Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. On the call, Durk kept it real about his situation, saying he was staying solid despite everything going on. He talked about passing time by putting inmates on game about his travels and experiences, showing that he's using his past success to stay grounded and even build with people inside. These calls paint a picture of someone who, even while facing serious charges that could mean life in prison, is adapting to the environment and keeping his head high. When he was first locked up in Miami, reports described him as charming and respectful with both the COs and other inmates, showing he knows how to move smart and keep things smooth. Still, it hasn't all been smooth sailing. There have been reports that Durk's broken jail rules, most notably making unauthorized three-way calls after being specifically told not to. Prosecutors used that against him when fighting his bond, saying if he can't follow rules inside, he can't be trusted on the outside either. These rule violations suggest he's trying hard to stay in touch with his people, whether family or team, even under federal restrictions. As for where he's being held, MDC Los Angeles isn't your typical jail. Instead of traditional cells, with bars, it has rooms with wooden doors, glass windows, balconies, and atriums, giving it more of a downtown office vibe than a prison look. The facility offers various programs like drug treatment, education, GED and ESL classes, medical, services, and religious support through chaplains. But don't let the setup fool you. It's still a federal detention center with strict rules, especially for high-profile inmates like Durk. The place has had its own issues too, including at least 4 guards being indicted for smuggling contraband, which raises questions about safety and overall control. Even with all this, Durk has found ways to stay connected to the outside world. On November 1st, 2024, a track called Where Smirk Go by Hypno Caro dropped, allegedly featuring a phone call from Durk made from jail. On the call, he showed love to his team, saying, "Hypno Caro, my motherfin brother from another, forever. Legend off only the family. And I take your fin streets over. You know what time it is. Rest in peace." However, not everyone was convinced. Some fans questioned the authenticity of the recording, speculating it might have been AI generated. Then there's his album Deep Thoughts, which dropped on March 28, 2025. It gives a deeper look into his mindset while locked up, with features from Future, Lil Baby, Punk Show, and Jhené Aiko. Tracks like Soul Bleed touch on the emotional weight of incarceration, with lines like, "I've been slacking lately, I've been putting before my team, 10 toes, ask the county how many times my phone rings." Another song, Shaking While I Pray, gets raw about his struggles, possibly worsened by jail time, with the bar, "I had to slow down off that drink, I was in Cleveland Clinic, I almost met God for the week." Together, the music and the leaked calls offer a rare look at how Durk's navigating the pressure, from the weight of serious charges to the daily grind behind the walls. Even the Deep Thoughts album cover reflected Lil Durk's current situation, showing him in a graffiti-covered jail cell, a visual mirror of his reality. But Durk's legal problems go far beyond the murder-for-hire charges tied to the 2022 shooting. During a detention hearing in December 2024, prosecutors hinted at his possible connection to another body in Chicago. Then, in February 2025, Andrea Robinson, mother of the victim, Savia LOL Pav Robinson, filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Durk, making things even messier. Despite everything, Durk's still holding on to his ties, both in the streets and with his family. His 11-year-old son, Zayden Banks, even posted a message on IG defending his dad after the arrest. But let's be honest, what Durk's caught up in isn't just bad luck. It's the result of years of risky decisions, reckless behavior, and loyalty to a lifestyle that finally came full circle. It really all goes back to the founding of Durk's Only the Family, OTF label, and the escalating beef that followed. What started as tension between OTF and NBA, Never Broke Again, turned into something way deeper than music. This wasn't industry clout chasing. This was street politics wrapped in rap beef with real lives on the line. The friction started around 2019 between King Von, one of OTF's most loyal members, and NBA YoungBoy. At first, it seemed like petty shots, but things got personal when Von allegedly started dating NBA YoungBoy's ex, Janya Meshel. That added fuel to an already growing fire. Then came November 6, 2020, the night King Von was shot and killed in Atlanta during a confrontation with Quando Rondo's crew. That moment turned everything. It shifted the beef from words to war. Von wasn't just Durk's artist, he was family. The loss hit hard and pushed the tension between the two camps to a whole new level. By 2022, the feud had spilled into music. Durk dropped Aha, a track filled with direct shots at YoungBoy and his crew. YoungBoy fired back with I Hate YoungBoy, dragging not just Durk but also India Royale, Gucci Mane, and more into the crossfire. These weren't just diss tracks. They were declarations of war, loaded with real-world consequences. Then came the shooting in August 2022 outside a gas station in LA, where Savia Robinson, Quando Rondo's cousin, was killed. The feds now claim it was a targeted hit, orchestrated as payback for Von's death. This alleged retaliation became the foundation for the murder-for-hire charges that landed Durk behind bars in October 2024. It's a brutal cycle. Words lead to threats. Threats turn to gunshots, and eventually, everyone loses. We've seen this before in hip-hop, from the East Coast versus West Coast era of the 90s to now. Different faces, same tragedies. But what's especially striking is that people were trying to stop it. One of the strongest voices was Wallow267, a podcaster and activist who made an emotional plea to Durk after Von's death. He told him not to go down the same road, not to seek revenge, not to let the streets claim another life. That message resurfaced after Durk's arrest, and it hits even harder now. Wallow's words went viral back then, and in the current context, they feel like a haunting warning ignored.
Lil Durk not to retaliate for T-Von's death.
You know, it was so emotional because Durk, he said, I need you to come here, right? He said, we can do it in Miami, whatever. I need you to come here because I need you to talk to these. That's what he told me. He said, I need you to talk to him, Wallow. I need you to talk to him. I said, all right, I got him. And when I get there, I didn't know it was going to be that many. It was like 100 of them. We in the basement in Chicago. It's 100 of them.
And then they ready to ride?
Yeah, no, they just was there, you know.
Okay, they want to hear what you want to say.
No, it wasn't even that. They didn't even know why they was there. Durk is like, we gonna do it in the hood.
Okay.
I want you to holler at them, boom, boom, boom. So I'm like, I got you. When I got there, I'm like, he like, man, listen, I need you to holler at me. It just so happened that when I'm talking to him, I understand because I'm talking to a couple of them on the side, and I understand that nothing is more important in the ghetto than revenge. Revenge is key.
In a powerful moment, Wallow 267 breaks down the mindset-fueling cycles of violence in the streets, calling revenge the king and ego the #1 killer of black men. He opens up about his own journey, choosing to forgive the man who took his brother's life, and urges others to live for their families instead of dying for pride.
It's emotional for me, because I'm letting them know, the man that killed my brother, I forgave him. Am I a coward? Am I a punk? I don't know what that shit means, but I knew that forgiving him mean that I was willing to live for my brother in an environment where we celebrate dying for somebody. I said, no, I'm going to live for my brother, my grandma, my brother's kids, my mama. I'm going to live for them because don't nobody talk.